Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. NGUNYI has come out to release a bombshell asking simple question that many Kenyans are asking after this finance bill has already been voted in by Kenya Kwanza members of parliament. When I was reading the tweet of NGUNYI, I realized something simple that Kenyans are asking. What next for Raila Odinga as he is planning next actions, as people are very keen on what he is going to release or what is going to happen next month, as he is continuing to promise Kenyans that they should, or rather they should wait for the next direction. As of course, Raila Odinga also has come out to release his shadow cabinet ministers. We are waiting, of course, to see if he is going to be hard on William Ruto towards this finance bill, or he is just going to keep quiet. Now, this is the tweet of NGUNYI. He is saying that fellow Kenyans, swali punda imechoka or baba amechoka. I love Baba Man, but I'm tired of his failures. Whatever he does after budget 2023, KE will go nowhere, or will it? So the question here is, as Kenya Kwanza voted in this finance bill, about 176 members of parliament against the Azimio, or rather those who rejected the finance bill, that was 81, we were told that the members of parliament that were absent, 92 of them, and they were absent from the National Assembly, and 71 of them were from the Azimio and 21 were from Kenya Kwanza coalition. Now, the simple question that we are asking, now the budget bill is like going to pass, as the members of parliament from the Kenya Kwanza they've been directed by William Ruto that this bill must pass. And as we just waiting for, I think, third reading, as the members of parliament are going to vote as per the clauses of this finance bill, I don't see any hopes that this finance bill is going to fail. Why? Because William Ruto was very keen towards mobilizing his members of parliament and also ensuring that those members of parliament from Azimio was going to manipulate their minds. And some whom have shown a direction of manipulation, people like Esther Passaris, people like Felix Sudur, who was even absent, people like Elisha Odhiambo, who voted yes to this finance bill. Now, there's something possible for Raila Odinga to come up with a storm that this is going just only a genesis of pull and push between the opposition and the Kenya Kwanza. Because when you look at even some members of parliament in Azimio, they are showing a kind of rebellion that even after, or rather despite of direction from their principals, Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, and other principals in Azimio, some members of parliament never even heed to accept and also respect the call and also the direction that came from their principals. Something that I have realized also, even though Raila Odinga is planning a way forward towards this finance bill, because what he said in Kibera, that the genesis of mass action is going to be after this finance bill is going to be signed, and is going to be now the course of Kenya Kwanza to follow towards their promises. Because when you look at today, I watched a certain video of Rigathi Gachagua saying that their government is in ups and downs because they were using the budget of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's Jubilee Party. But because they have already have their budget finance bill, that is of 2023-2024, that is what Rigathi Gachagua is saying that they are accountable for. But they will not be accountable for the budget of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta that he left as he was retiring. Now, if Raila Odinga is going to plan the next action and a storm that is going to hit this finance bill, I see a scenario where I don't know if William Ruto will bow for this storm, or is there any action that William Ruto will take towards even revisiting this finance bill, because I don't see any scenario again where Raila Odinga is going to be convinced totally again to enter into a bipartisan talk or any kind of dialogue that will be proposed. But again, something that is causing shame is that Azimio sometimes is full of dramas that people, even it is too much fury signifying nothing. And I want to tell you, if it was opposition leadership, this was a kind of a stronger opposition leadership that Kenya could have ever had. Because when it comes to numbers, they had. When it comes to mobilization, they can do. When it comes to the resources, they have. Because a person to run for presidency, and still remain strong is a person that can run opposition leadership, that can squeeze a government into a tight corner. But if Raila Odinga will not come out to strike out this rebellious kind of leadership in Azimio, then mark my words, Azimio will still remain that way. Raila Odinga will continue planning days and nights. But if these leaders from Azimio, they are not willing to adopt the directions that are being told by their principles, then I want to tell you, they're going to pass a very difficult situation. Look at Kenya Kwanza. If William Ruto come out to speak, or Rigathi Gachagua, even they always add with threats. They always heed to that. They always follow those directions. But when it comes to the Azimio, when Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua came out to give something that is very crucial, when it comes to their opposition kind of leadership, some rebellious leaders are being spotified in this kind of opposition leadership. Because Azimio has strong kind of leadership, strong members of parliament. They have ODM party having elected members of parliament. They have Wiper, elected members of parliament. They have DAPK, elected members of parliament. Look at, they have other political parties. Like now we are having Usawa kwa Wote of Mwangi wa Iria, we are having Roots Party of Wajakoya, we are having NAK Kenya of Martha Karua, and other political parties that are inside Azimio. They are strong to kick off the strong opposition that is likely to take over when it comes to the leadership of a country in the next general election. But is this going to be possible? Yes or no? Because according to me, again, it will be possible, yes, if they will come out to have mechanisms. Those who are rebellious must be struck out, and those who are not following the direction of the expectation of the leadership of the opposition. Number two, they must come out to mobilize themselves as early as possible. Let them not wait until the Kenya Kwanza will start the marathon. Then they will start now wasting a lot of time selecting their presidential candidate, running mate, and all those kind of things. It is their time to prepare themselves now. That is according to my yes. But according to my no is, there's a possibility of Kenya Kwanza taking over grounds and even being re-elected, even despite of this hostile ground that is there. Because Azimio is not willing to lay their strong expectation on the ground. So when NGUNYI came out saying this, that fellow Kenyans, swali ni, is there any possibility of Raila Odinga's next action going somewhere? That is the question. What are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of great support. Bye bye till you meet on another video.